The legal myth that we're busting in small business today relates to social media, and I love this one. This one, well, actually, it's a personal story because it happened to me. So if you followed me for a while, you will know that I'm always telling you, don't copy other people's things. Don't copy their images. Don't reuse them. Don't reuse part of their blog. Be creative. Use your own material. But then the question comes up, what about on social media? What about retweeting and sharing on Facebook? Is that allowed? Is that copying? Is that breaching copyright law? And the answer is no, it's not a breach. So you're on safe ground there. That's what the person who created the post knew might happen, and they intended for it to happen. So if you see somebody's post that's amazing and you want to share it or retweet it, that is perfectly fine. You're not breaching any laws. But here is where the myth comes in. And what happened to me was I had answered a whole lot of questions, ironically on copyright, on social media. Somebody had then taken my post and not shared it, but copied the text of my post. It was quite lengthy. Copied the entire text of my post and then reposted it. And they said, a local IP lawyer says, and then they posted it. They did not have my permission to copy it. They did not have my permission to post it. And they didn't name me. And even if they had named me, it was still copyright infringement. And so that's what you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to take somebody's material that they've created and then repost it later. Even though she acknowledged that she wasn't the author, copyright, which exists automatically when you create a post, which is, more than, just a few words. But when you create something or a written document, including on social media, copyright vests in the person who created it. So the myth was that she thought she could then copy it and paste it into a new post, but she couldn't. So you need to share it, don't copy and paste it. So share the post. So that's my tip for today. And the myth that is busted is that you can't go and copy other people's things. Now, my second tip, which I actually learned a valuable lesson from this, was that in future, after that, I never did a big, long post in answer to somebody's social media question. Yes, short few lines that I would do, but now if somebody asks a question, I refer them back to my website. So for many questions, I will either have a video or a blog that already answers that question. And if I don't, I create one. And I put it onto my website. And then when they ask that particular question, because in most industries, people ask the same things over and over. So when the question comes up, I give them the beginning of the answer and say, if you'd like to read more, and then I link to my website. The psychology behind that is, well, A, now they're looking at my website, so they know who I am. But B, people on social media are a little bit more light-fingered with the content. They're kind of in this zone of sharing and taking, and they're more likely to copy and misappropriate your information. They're much less likely to copy something off your website. So that's my second tip for the day. And it's been amazing busting legal myths to protect your business with you, because you deserve the lifestyle. Well, you deserve to lead the lifestyle that you want. If you want more tips on busting legal myths, go to my website, legallioness.com, and look out for this. Click on the link that says videos. Look out for this background. Whenever you see this background, that's me busting legal myths. My name is Catherine Warburton, and I am the Legal Lioness.